Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs. This is a very freezing ReNDoG coming at you in another episode of Minecraft Survival from the Hermitcraft server. Give me 1 second, guys. I can't actually feel my fingers right now. Whew. It is absolutely freezing in England today, guys. Another cold front has decided to make its way over this tiny island, and I am sat here with my granny blanket on. I've got a beanie on. I've got 2 pairs of tracksuit bottoms, 3 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of jerseys. Wait, do jerseys come in pairs? I got 2 jerseys on right now, and the only thing I can't really deal with is the cold in my fingers. There's nothing I can do about that, and I'm desperate to play some Minecraft with you guys, so I'm just going to fight through the pain, okay? I'm just going to fight through this freezing cold frostbite hitting the tips of my fingers as I try and click this mouse button. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Here we are in a brand new bacon mine. I'm not sure if I set this up with you guys, but this is a bacon mine at the Mobilee, so we already had one set up all the way over there somewhere. I shifted that to a brand new chunk, and over the last few days or so, I have mined out the very top of this bacon mine. I've also mined out the very bottom of this bacon mine too. As you can see, it's been quite a grind. The good news is I've managed to get quite a few items for our Netherdrive project out of this. In fact, I think I've managed to get about 7 more double stacks of items to be cataloged, which is great news. By the way, guys, today I'm pretty excited. We're going to be heading back to the Nether board and working on, well, we're going to start working on the section between the Iskull Island and the ReNDoG Island. The last time we got together with Iskull, we blew up a whole section of that piece of the island, and I would very much like to start putting that back together, make that bank look really nice, and start getting the place ready to build a little bit of a ReNSkull bridge between the 2 islands. I also want to start working on our new storage facility that's going to be storing cactuses and nether wart and whatnot. So we got quite a lot of stuff to do today, including the slayage of slimes. I'm sorry, slimes. You were minding your own business down here, but I actually do need your slime balls right now. Still need to collect a double stack of slime, to be honest with you guys. So the more slimes I can kill while I'm out here, the better. Now, let me show you all the amazing stuff I've managed to yank out of the earth. Didn't think I'd get that many items from this new bacon mine. I was down here to try and get some lapis, a double chest of lapis, a double chest of coal also, and I think I almost managed to do that, but let's go through what I have managed to collect. A double chest of polished diorite, polished granite, polished andesite, so that's a pretty good haul out of 1 bacon mine. Also got a double chest of cobblestone walls, because of course we get a bunch of cobblestone down here using the efficiency 5 freaking pickaxe that I've remade for myself here. Same goes with cobblestone stairs. Double shack of cobblestone stairs, a double stack or a double chest of furnaces. Of course, we got so much cobblestone out of this thing. It's actually kind of crazy. And a double chest of redstone, which I think I might have already, but I'm not sure. Just in case, we now have a double chest of redstone. We've also got another couple double chests of cobblestone here, a bit of smooth stone too that we can use to make other stuff like armor stands and various other stuff that we need to create for the Netherdrive. Also picked up a couple of random items up in here, a whole bunch of coal, a little bit more flint over here, a little bit more slime. Let me get this dropped off in here, and an insane amount of redstone, diamonds, iron, gold, emeralds, all the good stuff, baby, all the good stuff out of 1 double floor bacon mine out here. So pretty lucrative last couple of days worth of grinding for me, guys. I'm ready to get all of this goodness back to the Nether board. Let's get this plugged into our catalog system, plugged into the Netherdrive, and then we can start doing some terraformification. If I could feel my fingers again. I didn't even realize how productive I have been here in the Netherdrive project over the last week or so, guys. Pretty crazy how much I've added into the system. Since we were last together, we added a bunch of blocks here from Cubfan, and today I've managed to add a whole new page of items into the Nether board, from prismarine all the way down to wooden pickaxes, bringing us up to 7 full pages of items added into the Nether board project. And as we go down the levels, we can actually start seeing a bunch of these signs filling out all of the areas, starting to come together pretty nicely, man. I've got a very weird sense of accomplishment doing this crazy business in Hermitcraft Season 5. I mean, it's probably the very silliest thing that I could possibly do in a season of Hermitcraft, but hey, it's coming together real nice. Makes me really happy when I see a chest like this filled with 64 stacks of furnaces, because that is actually a ridiculous amount of cobblestone that's required for that. Anyway, coming along a treat here in the Netherdrive project, guys. Very, very happy with that, and it's taken me about half an hour or so to get all of that jazz done. Also, while I was over at Cubfan's base over the last few days or so, managed to make myself a new mending pick axe, also a pick Excalibur the third, and didn't manage to put mending on the elytra. Completely forgot about that, but at least we have another mending pickaxe at our disposal here. Also got a mending shovel to hand. Paul didn't get evaporated in the TNT blasts of 2018. So that's pretty good. Anyway, lots more still to do in this episode, guys. I want to start working now on fixing up this area over here. Iskar's done a pretty good job on preparing the ocean over here. I think he did that in the last couple of episodes. And today I want to spend a little bit of time doing some terraforming. This is looking absolutely ugly right now. Looks terrible. And I guess what we're going to need to do is get our side of our island down to a similar level to Iskar's side, right? Which I guess is probably going to be around this block level over here. So we probably want to shave this entire area down, all the way down to sort of 2 blocks down, right? So about 2 blocks lower. And for that, I think we're going to have to do some serious terraforming. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit more complicated than just doing terraforming, because I think we do have a cave in the middle of this little island. Yep, there's a beginner cave over here. This is where we kind of started here in Hermitcraft Season 5, and we still got a whole bunch of junk in here, including some player heads and stuff, which is pretty cool. Got some dragon's breath there too, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, we're going to have to get rid of all of this cave action, right? Because we're going to have to shave all of this down to about 2 blocks from the ocean level. And that way, Iskal and I will be able to work on a pretty decent bridge. So, I guess, my friends, I'm going to probably just do this for the next half an hour or so. It's going to take me a little bit of a while. Maybe I'll throw this sucker into fast forward mode or something. But, yeah, let me do some cleanup, guys. And we'll see you on the other side of this kaplam. And this should be looking a whole lot better. Kaplowy! That's already starting to look about 1 billion times better, Cyberdog dogs. No longer just a janky wall of stone and diorite bits. There's actually some shape to it now. Still need to add a bunch more work into this though, but this is the foundation that's looking pretty good. Also, this chest is kind of annoying, right? The OCD is kind of kicking in. Can we land on it? Yes, there we go. Is there anything in here? No, not really. We can just sort of break this away. I'll take the leather though. Might need that a little bit later for some books and whatnot, but let's get rid of these chests, and I think I want to do a little bit more shaping of this mountainside and get it all covered up in grey concrete powder too. And that should be the end of this particular project for today's episode. Then Iskal and I can start working on a bridge together, and that's going to look pretty sweet. So a few more blocks for me to place, guys, and then this will be done for today, and it's going to look sweet. Well, that's about as natural as I can get this cliff face to look, my friends, and I gotta say, man, it is a huge improvement compared to what it used to be. Looking pretty snazzy, man. Just finished covering this entire bank with grey concrete powder. I've also lined it with some concrete blocks here too, and that sort of completed our side of the island here for the connection, which is very, very awesome. I had a great idea also. Check this out, guys. We've got this cable over here, which we haven't worked out quite yet, but maybe what we could do is get this cable to run down into the mountainside, and maybe the bridge could connect into a uranium tracer that will enter somewhere over here, right? So to get from Iskal's side of the island into ours, we'll actually go through some sort of a tunnel or something, going through this section of the mountain. that could be pretty cool, actually. Why don't we do a little bit of experimenting, see where that might pop out? So maybe this cable will come down here, and then maybe it'll go a little bit further down in this direction, and maybe we'll have a nice, clean sort of staircase that will take us to the very, very bottom of the island on this side anyway. And these freaking ghost blocks, man, driving me absolutely crazy. Where is that ghost block? It's somewhere around here. Anyway, we'll eventually pop out through here, and this ghost block is driving me absolutely mental. Where are you? There you are. All right, let's get rid of him. There's another one here too. Nice. Ghost blocks are fun, aren't they, guys? Oh, jeez. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to brush the salt off my shoulders. Freaking ghost blocks driving me absolutely crazy. But there we go. That probably is exactly where we wanted. That'll work out pretty nicely, man. The bridge will come across here or something, and we'll have another uranium tracer coming out of this hole. And this will allow us to go through this little cave over here, which I think is pretty cool. Nice, neat little feature. And then we can connect up to the nether board tracer lines on the other side of that cave. So that's pretty cool, man. We'll get working on that in the next few episodes or so. That should be fun. And we'll get back together with this guy to work on the bridge too, which will be pretty sweet. Now, there's one more part of the base that I'd like to get working on with you guys in today's episode, and that is this little area over here. We are collecting cactuses from the Cactus Green TI machine, and from the wart port over there, we are collecting some nether wart. How much have we got in here? Almost a double chest of cacti and half a double chest of nether wart over there. Pretty good. In fact, I think I could probably trigger the nether wart off one more time. We've been out here all afternoon, so these nether warts should be ripe for the picking. Oh, they are, baby. Get into the system. But I do want to start working on another little storage facility over here, guys, for the nether wart and the cactuses. And I've been having a few thoughts about this. It's going to be kind of interesting to do, I think. I don't think we're going to be able to go upwards here because we'd have to add another item elevator of some kind. Hey, Cub, what's happening, man? What is going down, baby? But yeah, so maybe I'm thinking we go downwards here, rather. So instead of this being a storage facility that goes up, maybe we just have like a little hub over here, and we can go down into the ground, and that's where we can store all of the cactuses and the warts over on this side. So yeah, let me do a little bit of foundation planning over here, guys, see what I can do, and yeah, should be a pretty cool storage facility. You know what, guys? Out of all the storage facilities that we've made in this series so far, this is probably going to be the hardest to make look cool, right? We don't have a lot of room to work with at the end of this peninsula. We've got a couple of pipes plugging into this thing, and, well, most of the storage facility is going to be underground, and I'm a little bit worried about what we can do on the roof of this thing. Probably going to have to dedicate an entire episode to working on the actual top part of this storage unit over here. But I got a couple of ideas. I'd love to have some sort of an entrance into the storage facility that's underground. Maybe we can connect to it via the uranium tracer line subway system that we've got going on in the nether board. Anyway, let's get down here, start doing a little bit of crafting. Got myself my shulker boxes for all of the blocks that we're going to need. Let's start with a little bit of black, shall we? And let's just get some black down on the floor here. I want to try and make the very simplest of storage facilities possible. We've only got 2 different types of items coming in here, so we don't have to have any sort of fancy sorting mechanisms or any sort of redstone like that. I think we can simply use hoppers and chests to get this done, and should be pretty effective. I think it's just going to be trying to make it symmetrical that it's going to be kind of tricky. So we got the nether wart coming in over here. Let's start laying down a few hoppers just to show us exactly where that nether wart is coming down, right? So we've got nether wart coming down here, and we've also got the cactus size coming down over here. Cactus size? Is that even a thing? Anyway, the cactuses are coming down this tube. Wow, there's already some cactuses coming down here. And I guess this is where we need to think about exactly how we are going to be sorting these items over here. So maybe let's try and work out where the center of our little storage facility is going to be. So the very center is probably over, hang on, let's get a couple blocks down to the surface so that we can work it out. So in between these 2 pillars, I guess, is the center, and it's 2 blocks wide, which is bad. That's much harder to work with positive numbers in Minecraft than it is with negative numbers, plus the sun is going down. So let me go sleep the night away, see if I can figure out a decent design over here, guys. It might be because it's getting pretty late in the evening, my friends, but for some reason, hoppers and chests are befuddling the ReNDoG. I think I have worked out the configuration for this storage facility though, and I'm going to bring you back so that I can try and explain it. Basically what I want to have here is a whole bunch of chests on top of each other that we're going to be accessing from this section of the storage drive, right? So we know this is the center. We just want to be able to run in here and access the chest to get the cactus and the nether wart. But of course I would like to line this storage facility with a bunch of chests next to each other because both of these farms are basically passive farms and they're going to produce an insane amount of these resources, right? So the more of them we can store, the better. Now, the tricky part is getting all of those resources into the back of these chests, and I think the simplest way to do it in a facility like this is just to use hoppers going into the back of those chests like that, right? So if we plug hoppers into the back of all of these chests going all the way up, that means we have to have one hopper chain at the very top of this that is going to be feeding these chests with the items, right? And I guess this is the part that's confusing me a little bit. So the cactuses are going to be coming around this hopper chain like this. So actually this isn't too confusing. I think I've got this. All we need to do is have another hopper chain that's going to be following around, going over the very top of those ones. Hang on, I think I've derped that up completely. Yeah, let's work this out one more time. It needs to be on this side actually, right? Because that's where the chests are going to be receiving the items. And this hopper chain just needs to come like this, right? One more in there. Let's just check that out. So those cactuses are going to be coming around the corner, so to speak, right? So let's get rid of this chest over here. And let's get rid of all of this, actually. These hoppers can go too, I think. No, that was a mistake. Those hoppers can't actually go. Those need to carry on, but these ones can get out of here. So let's just clear all of this away for now. Mistakes have been made. Oops. I'll fix that in a moment. Let's just get rid of that for now, I suppose. Jeez, what have I actually done here? This is not going well, is it? Okay, there we go. So the cactuses are going to fall down into this hopper chain over here. And the cactuses should then flow around here like this, and then they'll go down their different chains of hoppers into the chests themselves, right? And there's going to be lines of chests with hoppers going into them all the way around. And that should hopefully work. Wow, my brain is yogurt right now, guys. What an absolute mess. It might not be the most efficient storage system of all time, and it certainly isn't the cheapest, Cyberdogs, but one thing is for sure, this is 100% overkill. I've probably made way too many chests over here for what we are storing, but that's pretty much it on the chest and the hopper installation sections. We've got a whole bunch of hopper chains up there that are filtering nether wart and cactuses into the back of these chests, and as these chests fill up, I suppose, they will start to fill up the chests above them, and then when all of the chests in this row are full, then the system will start filling this row, and so on and so on and so forth. I doubt we'll be able to fill all of these chests, to be honest with you, man. This is an absolute insane amount of storage now available for nether warts and cactuses in the Netherdrive. And you know what? It's the end of the season. We're super rich right now. We're loaded with iron. We're loaded with wood. We're loaded with freaking hoppers, man. Why don't we just go crazy? Make the most insane freaking storage facility possible here on the Netherboard, right? It's looking really, really ugly though, guys. And I do apologize for this. It's looking terrible. And I have no idea what we're going to do about this. I'm going to have to work really hard to try and make this thing look a little bit better. So I guess we'll dedicate an episode or two to try and make this thing look a lot more snazzy than it's currently looking. But guys, that is going to do it for today, I'm afraid. I hope you have enjoyed the episode anyway. And if you have any ideas on how we can spruce up this storage facility over here, I'd very much appreciate that, man. Hit me up in the comments. Thank you for watching, my friends. ReNDoG signing out from the Netherboard. Guys, we'll smell you all in the next episode.